Hello everyone. This is Yogi. I hope you're well. Happy Sunday. It's 8:34, 33, something like that in the UK. And I hope you've been enjoying your Sunday. And if you're in the UK, maybe you've been watching, I don't know, Songs of Praise or anti-rope shows. Are they still on these shows? I have no idea. I haven't watched normal TV for a very long time. But whatever you've been doing today, I hope you're thoroughly enjoying your Sunday. So today, a spot of stitching. Are you ready? Because I am. And this is the piece I'm going to be working on today. This is from, again, one of our favorite artists, and Cairo Marchetti. This is how I decide to call him at this point. That could change in the very near future. And so please correct me if you actually speak, I think it's Italian. So this piece, oh, so beautiful. Cairo Marchetti has got a series of patterns of design that's along the same line of the old this, the old that. I've got the old craft room, the old kitchen, which I worked on maybe 2 days ago. And there are a couple of the old, whatever, filling the blank. And so this is what the design looks like. Oh, I know. It's so beautiful and it's so appropriate for a Sunday evening or whatever time that you are stitching. It's very calming, very grounding, and the color scheme is to die for. And those beautiful dresses, goodness, I can't wait to get to them. I'm getting close. And so let me show you what's happening on my fabric here. So this is a 22 count fabric, even weave, or I think it's even weave. And I started from upper left. And by the way, this is a mini version, okay? And I started from upper left and gradually filling in, and you can see the cushions on the upper left there, on the shelf there. Let me just quickly pull the markup for you. You can see that just slightly above the two birds and the hanger. And they're absolutely beautiful, slightly confetti. So this piece is slightly unusual for me because this is 22, not 25, but still pretty high count, a stitch count. I'm actually doing 2 over 1 full cross, not half cross, not tend. And I'm also using CXC, so it's extra full. And I'm really after that full, really full coverage, literally. And you can see how full these stitches are, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's almost like, tapestry or Persian rug, that kind of feel, and the color scheme as well. Absolutely beautiful. So because the stitches are so full, I have to be mindful on how I stitch it in order to keep things in order. And I'll talk a little bit more about how I'm going to approach this piece. Sorry, I taught 3 classes today. It's been a very busy Sunday. And yesterday I thought I was, having a little bit of sort of tickly throat. I was getting very nervous. But today, after finishing the classes, I jumped into sauna for a nice session there. So I'm feeling a lot better. So hopefully no frog is going to visit my throat today. But before anything else, of course, I'm going to look to the chat and see who we've got with me today. Rajal, you're the winner today. First to report to the chat. Rajal says, hello everyone, happy Sunday. And followed by our gentleman stitcher, Travis. He says, good afternoon, everyone. And Salita is here as well. She says, hello, and good afternoon, good morning, and Sunday, and happy stitching, everyone. Yes. Oh, Salita is being very efficient and very kind here. She says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Amazing. You can be a YouTuber yourself. And we need to get those YouTube plaques for for her. Oh, that would be a dream, a distant dream, but it's a dream. And Mummy Stitcher is here. Hello, hello, Maltese Stitcher. I believe she's from Malta. Yes, as it says on the tin and the needle. And the Dutch says, hello, Stitchy people. Almost bedtime here, really? It's if you're in Holland, this is 9:30. Well, maybe you go to bed at 10. But look to our Joys, you know, our Joys stitching way past midnight like a soldier. It can be done. It can be done. Leslie McLean, hello, hello. Susan Chamberlain, welcome back. Kelly Shaw is here as well. Hello. And Wendy, 2025. Very young you are. You just born, just born. And Heather House says, hello, friends. Happy Sunday indeed. Happy everyday stitching. And Nikki is here as well. Hello, Nikki, sweetheart. And in Stitches with Ebony, Ebony is here, our favorite, in the chat. She says, hello, everyone. And just stay away if you have 4 legs, okay? As demonstrated yesterday, she will remove you. And Ashley Wilkinson, hi, everyone. I'm only going to watch today. I'm not feeling too well. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ashley. My health anxiety is kicking back. Ashley, we will keep you company. And look at this beautiful design. It will keep you nice and calm here. Just deep breathing, Ujjayi breath or whatever breath that suits you. Stay with us. And Roxy Wild is here as well. Hello, hello. I'm on a high today after last night concert. Oh, Roxy went to a concert. Amazing. We need to hear more about that. And Suzanne is here as well. Lovely Suzanne is here in the chat. And Rose as well. Hello, hello. And, oh, yes, well wishes to Ashley and absolutely from everyone. And M. Pepping, hello, hello. I believe you've been in the chat, right? I remember your name. Oh, my memory is terrible, but occasionally I remember things. So Betty Lou Taylor, hello. Happy Sunday afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great stitchy day. It's about to start, at least for me. Sarah VM as well, hello. Mindy Lan, happy Sunday, everyone, and happy stitching indeed. And Jams 96. She says, I think it's a she, right? Hello, all. Good time zone, everyone. Absolutely. Whenever you're stitching, it's the best time ever. Annie B is here as well. Hello, Yogi and everyone. And Caroline is here as well. Hello, welcome back. And Vaduhi, of course, is here as well. Ah, so great to have you here with me. Now, the plan for today. So previously, I've been stitching kind of quite cautiously and mindfully around the edges, keeping the stitches nice and flat because the stitches are so full. So I don't want any floating stitches. I'm not doing color completion because, you know, it will make it hard to stitch if an area is surrounded by other stitches. So that's what I'm trying to optimize and essentially creating more, maximum empty space around the stitches as I stitch. But I'm not particularly doing the Gemma stitches method. I'm kind of just picking the area in and out, maybe switching from more confetti area to something a little bit more open and more friendly and back and forth. So as you can see, it's in no particular shape, but generally I'm trying to keep the left side slightly lower. It's just easier when you stitch. So as following the pattern, you probably already realized what I'm trying to do is to bring my patterns to Saga and see how it goes and see at what point I need to run back to Pattern Keeper. So today will be a test because today I'm not doing cross country, which the Saga is pretty good at, as I realized. And also I'm not doing color completion, which is, works really well with Saga. I'm actually doing stitch by stitch around the edges, and there will be quite a lot of color switches as well. And also I'm parking. So today's a parking day. Quite fancy that after doing cross country for a few days. So today will be a good test here, and I think I pretty much caught up with all the stitches here. So this is where I am, a tiny little bit on the upper left. You're not surprised if you've been watching this this channel, and this is normal, okay, absolutely normal. And in terms of the stats, we like a little bit of stats here. Currently I'm just slightly over 3% if you look at the upper left there, and overall stitches been done is 2,272. With this method of stitching, it will be slow. I'm fully prepared and I'm totally okay with that. But it's so fun to stitch because it's so full and rich in colors. So I'm going to create a sprint here, which Saga allows me to do, which is essentially just a tracker roughly for my time, but my stitches as well. And this will become very relevant at the end of our stream here, because I'm going to ask you to guess how many stitches I've made in this session. Okay, we played this game, and the winner can join me with the emoji buffet, which is full of delicious goodies. And this is how we roll here. Okay, so let me just get my settings here. And this will be interesting to use Saga because I'm gonna be switching colors a lot, and I will find out whether Saga is made for this method. Okay, so I'm going to just pick a point to start here. Maybe I start somewhere a little bit friendlier, and I'll work with the part thread and keep parking. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh yes, Jamie. Okay, that's easier. It's a bit tongue twisting. It's a lady. It's a lady stitcher. Essie is here as well. Hello. She says, I love the colors on this. I know it's so rich, isn't it? Every time I look at it, I just think of those Persian rugs. That's so rich and deep in the colors. And Turtle Stitcher Heather is here. Hello everyone, I haven't seen this one before. Oh my goodness, you're in for a treat. Let me bring this on for you, just a sneaky peek here to whet your appetite. And the color scheme is so pretty, and there's a beautiful sewing machine on the right. And did you notice there's a little kitty? Okay, Ebony, watch out for this, and look away, Ebony. There's a little cat by the sewing machine. Oh, I can't. And Jackie's here as well. Hello everyone. Caroline is joining us as well. And oh, Caroline saying busy mum stitcher. I've just watched your floss tube and I have the same problem with the border. Oh, you know, busy mum stitcher is also a floss tuber. Check out her channel, it's the same handle there, and she does with parade and all sorts of wonderful things. And Laura's here as well. Hello Laura. Good. Yes. Ebony, look away. Yeah, it's very dangerous with these patterns. You never know when cats are going to appear. They're everywhere. And Jackie asks, Yogi, are you going to keep needles in your part threads in the way Gemma does? You know, I tried that before. It doesn't work for me. Everything gets jammed and tangled. So I gave up. I did try. I'm aware that Gemma does that. She calls them hot needles, right? And she would dot the needles at the bottom. She would place a magnet, and then she would keep the thread part and part multiple needles down here while she's working an area. I'm too clumsy to manage that. I just end up, you know, I've got this habit of running my hands through the part thread to tidy them up. And every time I do that, I just run the needles off the thread. Everything gets tangled. I don't enjoy it, but that's very clever. So That's a no for me. I tried. I'm mere mortal. I can't do that. But maybe I'll give it a try at some point if it makes sense. So, you know what? This little orange tip here, it's actually the top of the hanger on the left there. And if I follow the hanger, I am going to reach this little bird on the left here. And I quite fancy that. And with with Saga, I can actually flip my pattern over. Let's have a look to allow me to identify where I am. So this is a little bird I'm hoping to reach. I can probably do it right now. Actually, it's quite right there on the edge there. So why don't I start from there? It sounds like fun. And yes, let's do that. So I am going to select this color, this brown. I'm going to stitch in order. Okay, today I have rules. So the last few days I've been wandering around like a mad person. Today, you know, I'm returning to something a bit more orderly. It's Sunday after all. Songs of praise. If you have watched those programs, Antique Roadshow, a Sunday must watch. Let's go. So my first victim, 3A57, 3A57. I have no idea what's happening with TV right now. Haven't watched normal TV for a very, very long time. 3A57. And I remember being a student, watch Antique Roadshow and just envy those people who find their treasures in their attics, in their lofts, granny's lofts, and become very rich people. You know, my mom loved hunting sort of hidden gems. So it's always good fun to see what she found. And occasionally I'll tune into songs of praise. Not that I'm religious in any shape or form, but, you know, just nice to see a bunch of people going to church and sing. Why not? Singing people are happy people. Here we go. Stitch one. See how full these stitches are? They look like little beads. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to find a parking spot down here. And previously, I think in terms of thread ending, I think I've been doing pin stitches. Let me just bring up, just park here. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm warming up, guys. I'm warming up. And I am going to mark as I go and switch to the next color. So I'm going to just go by order here and see what I've got next. And it is slightly a couple more steps. A little bit more fiddly, changing constantly in terms of color with Saga, but I hope I'll get used to it. So I don't have to kind of, you know, switch back and forth too many times. So here, my next color. And let's have a quick look here. Oh, Busy Mom. Busy Mom has come up with a theory against Albany. It's not about 4 legs, because she says to Albany, you do like animals with 4 legs because you have some beautiful tiger pieces. No, are there 2-legged tigers out there, Albany? I had no idea. I'm a city girl. I have no idea how tigers work in the wild. Maybe some of them walk on 2 legs. Therefore, spared by Albany. 937, or maybe she just chopped the legs off. Who knows? 937. 937. Oh, this is a new color I haven't got on my master set. 937 is a beautiful green. Let me have a look at my spare here already. We're blushing up. We're doing the floss up here. Let me just look to my spare. I hope I have it. Otherwise, I'll have to start a new scan here because I've got some loose ones. 7, 7. Let me have a look. Let me show you what's happening here. In the background, I am looking for the color I want. So then sorted by number in grouping 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need, oh, it's 9, is it? 8 and 9. It looks messy, but it's got order in this chaos, in this madness. Okay, 937 is a green. I hope I have it. Oh, no, close. 937. 992. I might not have it. 937. No, I don't. So plan B. I don't want to skip it because I want to stitch in order. Therefore, plan B. First time on Yogi live stream, I am going to show you my storage system for my CXC floss. By the way, this CXC, okay? This is CXC floss. Let me bring it back briefly for you while I look for my stash of floss here. Okay, so live stream is spontaneous, it's real time. You know, I'm not AI. This is actually happening. So this is what's happening. Okay, let me move this away. Hello, Alison, welcome. And so I've got my spare CXC in those bags and numbered, so it makes sense, right? I just give them a range of numbers and pop them in. So it's a bit of a lucky dip. Let's see if we can find it, or I can find it. 937 is a green, so I'm aiming for a green color. And this is my lottery. 937. It's a grassy green, actually. 937. Let's have a look. So my DMC, they're neatly stored in my drawers, the DMC drawers. But CXC, I'm a little bit liberal because they come in like this in the bag. So I kind of just keep them where they are and just dip in when I need to. 937. 937. 937. It's slightly greeny. It's similar to this but deeper. So that's what I'm aiming for. 937. Oh, I've got 936. So very, very close. 936 is a lottery. It's like, yeah, got it. So similar to this, maybe slightly lighter. 937. Will I be the lucky one? 935. So, but they're very different though. 2 numbers apart, but they look very different. And let's have a look. 937. Kelly Saw says, Yogi, where do you get your ring binders from? From Amazon. From Amazon. So those ones you can attach multiple ones to make bigger rings, and they're soft, so they're not fixed size. It's pretty good. Like these ones here. Yes. Oh, yes. I just showed that earlier on, didn't I? Yes, these ones. So you can see, you can it comes in almost like a short, really short string like this, and you can attach multiple ones. So this one's got 2 attached to each other. You can make smaller ones like this or bigger ones. and it's quite soft, quite pliable. So, oh yes, so these are the single ones, and you can, you know, create the size you want. I got them on Amazon. Just look them up. I don't know any if they've got any particular names. Just, I don't know. Just put in some keywords, you will find it. Or I can dig into my purchase history later on and bring it out for you. 937. 937. I think it's one of those quite deep grass. 986. Lucky dip. Lucky dip. Oh, someone's working on getting the bobbins together, Susan, for traveling library. Yes. So this is our plan, right? So once we get the pattern, kindly order. Oh, I've got it. 937 as we speak. Round of applause for Yogi for the lucky dip. Yes, I'm the winner. Thank you so much. And just push everything back, okay? Joyce, look away. This is my drawer. This is my secret drawer system, okay? I know where everything is. I know where everything is like this, okay? I know exactly what they are. I do. So, back in business, back in business. I'm gonna just pull few bits out, and so I can continue to stitch. And so a couple of days ago, Betty in the chat ordered the pattern for us, the max color. So I know quite a few of you are starting with regular. I'm sure you'll be just as beautiful, but in my mind, I want to do max color. So there are quite a few of us will probably be starting at the same time. We're gonna have a new sew for Amy Day, okay? And whenever the max color drops, we will be there. So brace yourself, okay? If you think you don't need another pattern, you will very soon, if not already. It's a beautiful pattern. If you don't know what we're talking about, why don't I bring it on as I get the floss ready? Are you ready? I am ready. Boom. There. Just enjoy the view. And I'm going to just cut a few pieces of this beautiful color, beautiful green, so I can move forward with my stitching. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, thank you for the round of applause. I'm very lucky tonight. Yes, the angels are with me tonight. I found my number. I could have been lost and need GPS device to get back, but luckily I found it. Isn't this pattern just gorgeous? And try say no to it. In your mind, you go, nah, I'm not doing it. Then you are made very differently, okay? 937, 937 here. Oh, I'm back. Here we are. I never went anywhere. I'm right here. So 937. Isn't it pretty, this color? Oh, already you can see that's green happening here. That's what's happening. Whoa. Transition from burgundy, moving into a little bit of green. Yeah, I know what it is. I see what's coming. Suzanne says, I have a drawer of hanging file hangers that I have my floss and floss drops, and I'm switching to use it as a master set. Oh, I've seen those, like you just hang them on the top edge of the drawer type of thing. That's very organized. Yes, if you have the numbers in order, that's very easy to find. My DMC in the drawers, very easy to find. So they're organized by numbers. In a smaller group, you know, you have dividers within the drawers, and then you just look for the color. It's very easy to spot them. And CXC, I'm a little bit less organized, but now I'm trying, you know, I will see if I can come up with a system that works for the CXC as well, because I use CXC for a lot of projects. And I'm creating a new needle ball for 1/1 CXC, where I can part them. I have one already for DMC. It's time to have one for CXC as well. Such a rich, rich color. So I'm going to stitch until it's going to create kind of quite jammed stitches. So I'm going to park it down here. I'm following the rules today. It's happening. I can do that. It's true. And I'm parking. Good. This is relaxing, very therapeutic, very, very orderly. I need it today. I need it today. And Ebony saying, I'm doing max color too, maybe referring to one of her projects. Turtle Stitcher says, how long does it take? Does it usually take to get the max color made? I have no idea. Maybe some people have answers, but I think the situation with the lady in having a nurse, she's, you know, she's got some life challenges there, so things might be a bit different right now. But I'm hoping, you know, I'm patient. I'm patient. I don't mind when. Just, you know, take it slow. I am going to work on this one actually first because it's there. 371, the park thread here already. If there's a park thread nearby, I'll work on the park thread first and then fill in the rest. So that's the plan here. Suzanne says, Yogi, I have my extra arrow floss in the box they came in, but I have a bit of paper around them, like 3,000. Then label it in a box. Oh, on the box. So do you group them in multiple boxes? They came in, I have a bit of paper around them. Oh, I need a bit more explanation there. Suzanne is very cunning, so I bet her system is a good system. And Suzanne, by the way, I love your frames. They're gorgeous. Suzanne's got some beautiful wooden frames there. So I'm doing a yogi maneuver, because I am going to take the thread from this point to that point, the little stitch here, but it requires me crossing over stitch area, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to just take my thread away from the area, do a little pin, just tiny one, and it's quite easy to do with 22 counts. And then I'm going to bring the thread back to this spot so there's no overlapping floating threads there. Hey, Joyce is here. Hello, hello. So this is, oh, Joyce just started this piece as well. Is this one what you're working on? Yesterday was Amy Day. But I think the day before, I think you say you started. Have you decided how you're going to do it? I think it's 25 count, right? One method is your choice. I know Joyce doesn't really do 10 stitches, so that's out of the menu, I think. And I'm going to park here. Oh, like a good girl, I parked. And then I'm going to introduce, I think, this one. There. There's quite a few stitches there. Not bad, not bad. I can live with that. Betty says you could take a couple weeks, keep checking Hate on Wednesdays. So excited to get started. I know, we'll get started together. We'll do a special song, maybe even a longer one. Oh, it doesn't have to be full-on marathon, but we can make it longer, can't we? To celebrate the starting of this beautiful piece. And 3031 is my next victim. 3031, which I do have. Nikki says, I think you have a 2,000 needles. Oh, wouldn't surprise me. I'm buying more. I'm buying more. I want those gold eye, which I had before. I kept thinking they were DMC and they were discontinued. Turned out they were actually from Prime, and they do this 26 size 26 gold eye needles. I love. Let me see if I can bring one here to show you. They're so easy to thread. Look, there's one here. Let me place it here. Can you see the gold? Let me see. Bring over here. Can you see the gold eye here? There. And the eyes are a little bit wider and so easy to thread, particularly with 2 strands. 1 strand, I don't mind. 1 strand, I use smaller needles. But 22 counts. Well, two strands, and CXC, they're a bit tricky to work with. DMC is okay, but recently I bought some John James ones. The eyes are a little bit narrower, I think. So it makes threading, particularly CXC 2 strand, a little bit trickier. This one's so easy. Oh, like that. I can keep my eyes closed. I can just thread it like that. I love it. So I'm going to get more of those prime ones as well. And over here. So this is the area I'm kind of focusing on because there's a little burr there. Oh, I can't wait. Yes, right here. Jamie says, does anyone know good needles that can be bought in bulk? How big is, what sort of number are you looking for? Because when I buy needles, I tend to buy maybe 10 packs at a time, and each pack normally has got 5 to 10 needles, and I top it up from time to time. And maybe people have, people in the chat have different suggestions. Everybody's got their favorite needles. And maybe some people only have one needle that lasts for decades. You're special. Grace says, I bought the gold eye needles in bulk on Amazon. Do they have slightly wider eyes as well? Because the prime ones, they just a tiny bit wider. That makes a world of difference. That makes a world of difference. And DMC ones are pretty easy to thread as well. But John James 26, for some reason, a little bit tricky for 2 strands. Just tiny bit more narrow. And let me know what you're working on. Yes, of course. What are you working on with me? And if not, what are you doing? And what are you drinking? Yes, I've got my tea here. My peppermint tea and some leftover coffee as usual. I am so mysterious. I guess. I bet you can't guess what I'm drinking right now. Oh, yum. Delicious. Brandy is drinking water today. Very good. And Suzanne says the whole set came in a very nice box that was divided in 4. Okay. And each of these, I've divided them in 1 to 2, 500. So I take all of the hundreds, wrap them up in a piece of paper. Ah, I see. So in a bundle. I see. Yes, I think if you group them by numbers, certain numbers have more, right? Have more colors involved. And so, it's not equally split. So, yeah, I think if you know what color it looks like, what color you're looking for, just scan around the bundle, you'll find it very easily. It's like a treasure hunt. I don't mind doing it. It's fun. And I feel like I've won something when I find it. I'm going to part down here. I'm getting used to it. Maybe this will work. And I am going to pick this one here. It's nice to work with path threads after running around like a crazy person for a few days. It was fun. I enjoy that. And I think each project, each piece kind of asking you to stitch them in a different way. It's really interesting because this piece, I just cannot imagine doing cross country. I just have no desire to do that. I just want to do it stitch by stitch. It's fun. They talk to you. Joy says regarding her piece, this very same design, she's doing 1/1 full cross on 25 counts. My go-to, I'm going to do this one in my old method, a row of blocks across the full width. Ah, I see. Part below. So that's kind of slightly royal rolls, right? That's royal roll. You part below, but you don't part to the right. Can you part to the right with royal rolls, or do you have to park below? I wonder. I am coming over here. I think royal roll-esque method is Joy's go-to method that I've seen so far. I love to see Joyce doing cross-country at some point. Nikki, you need to persuade Joyce to do it, okay? That will be your task. Delegation. Turtle Stitcher says, for our traveling library new start, will 27 by 36 be the right fabric size for 25 counts? You can do a calculation, and also it depends on how much margin you normally feel comfortable with. And there are apps and websites out there. You can they'll do the calculation for you. And also maybe those of you who have started already, maybe you could advise Heather. I suspect the what is it? The max colors would be the same number of stitches. I'm thinking. I don't know for sure. It's just a different number of colors involved and color distribution. But the stitch count, I would imagine to be the same, but Betty's asking, hey everyone, are we doing Cairo Marchetti Monday starting tomorrow? What's your favorite Marchetti patterns? Or if there's a general consensus, people want a Cairo day, Marchetti day, that can be arranged. It's possible because I stitch a lot of his pieces. You know, just I don't really do a kind of close look in terms of my pattern selection. But it just dawned on me that I'm doing mostly pretty much it's either Amy Stewart, Cara Marchetti, or Kim, pretty much, and one big Colin Thompson Gecko Rouge, and a few other 14 count kits I've got. That's it. For some reason, I just kind of just landed on these artists' work without even thinking about it. So we could have a Marchetti day. I just need to figure out how to pronounce his name properly. Or it would be quite rude. It's like, we have a Sao day, and then pronounce the person's name utterly incorrectly. How embarrassing. And Joyce explains, then the next row, I work away all the part threads over the full width. Over the full width? Full width as in full width of the piece? Before I fill in any new color. So it's color completion with parking, right? And what is full width for you then? Nikki says, I'm working on my dreaded CXC master set cards. It can be, you need to be in the right mood to do the organization. But I'm really looking forward to getting the needle board for CXC ready. I need to get the ironing board out of the packet first. I will do so. Oh, Joy says, today I've kitted up a new start. Going to put the first stitch in a minute. Which new start? Which one? Have you managed to fit in more webs in your magic drawers? Which one? I need to know. I need the full report. And Susan says, A Moon Night by Anna Gotova. And drinking coffee, very nice. I do have some leftover coffee as well. You make me want to drink some more. Cold coffee. cold coffee. But the peppermint tea is so good. So one sip for that. I love these stitches, so full. And yesterday, I can't remember who it was. The person was doing 2/1 full cross on 25 counts, if I remember correctly. And I have to try it because even on 22 counts, it's super full, these stitches. I can't imagine doing it on 25, but I must try it. I'll probably do some testing. It sounds fascinating because the stitches will come out so full, well covered. That is something I would like to find out. 1, 2, yeah. Let me see if I want to part this one somewhere below. I think I'm going to end it because I have another one part of the same color. So I'm going to just move it down here. This one floating stitch here. And this is where I tried color completion of the block and instantly knew that wasn't a good way to stitch this piece. So this is a leftover floating stitch. Here we go. Grace is working on stitching shelf, patchwork quilt shop, and lemon water. Oh, 2 pieces at the same time, Grace? Simultaneously with 2 hands like this? Oh, Grace is special. I need to learn how to do that. And Heather House says, I got Bowen, the butter needle, in bulk from Etsy for millions of stitches. You know, Bowen, I don't know where you are, Heather, but in the UK, it's double the price from comparing to John James. John James is about £1.99, £2. There's certain places, not on Amazon. Amazon generally they just charge more because they're not specialized in those areas. But if you get like a stitching craft websites, you can get it around £2 per pack. But there's bohin ones, double the price. So at least in the UK. And Roxy explains, chart size usually stays the same between regular and max colors. In that case, you can start preparing the fabric because fabric is normally what people have to order. It might take some time to arrive. All you need to know is what stitch count, what fabric you're going to get. Decision. Susan says, is Cairo Hate? Yes, Heaven and Earth design. This one's mini, but there are regular ones. Oh, Joyce is doing full width of the pattern. That's epic. And Brandy says, I started our Kim Jacobs piece on 28 counts. Bottom left. and I think I need to restart. Why is that, Brandy? You don't like the bottom left? Maybe you can go for a cat start. That's our new method. It's on the textbook. It's official. Wherever the cat is, you start from the cat. And if there are multiple cats, you start from all of them. I think. I don't know. Let's see. Let me pick the next one. I want to move into this little green area. Oh, I'm so curious. There. Let's see what this is. Okay, okay. 3A62. 3A62. 62. It's a brown. So good. Oh, Joyce is doing River Walk Charm. It's that's the Rivers piece, wasn't it? The one she just finished. I'm terrible with titles, but I think that's what it is. Quite a few our viewers are working on that piece. It's a beautiful piece. Very nice. Oh, Betty comes to rescue when it comes to names. She says he has YouTube videos and pronounces his name. Cheryl. Oh, that's how I pronounced it in the beginning. No, that's not true. I say Cairo, okay? I butchered it twice. Cheryl Macchetti. So I got the last name correct. Cheryl, not Chiro. Cheryl Macchetti. Oh, good. Now at least now we know how to pronounce the artist's name. We may be able to have a Saturday. We're not qualified to have a Saturday if we can't even pronounce the artist's name. It'd be illegal. We may get arrested. Chero Macchetti. This is official, everyone. Chero Macchetti Day. How does that sound, everyone? Macchetti Sao. Ashley, hello Ashley. She asks, quick question, but is the CXC colors the same number of DMC color? Yes, exactly the same. So it's very easy to switch. I wouldn't blend. I know some people do, but it uses exactly the same color chart. So there's no conversion required. Let me put it this one here. Going to move down here. Maybe do this one as well. So double checking. Do my count here. I have to confess, I really enjoy the feedback CXC gives when I pull a thread through. And I experienced that with 1/1 with the quoting room, you know, the Wednesday sound, new piece. I was trying to kind of tune into why it feels different between CXC and DMC. Because with DMC, somehow, it feels a little bit, hollow is not the right word, but it feels like the thread just going through without anything. This with CXC, even one strand, it just feels there's a lot more feedback as you pull the thread through the fabric, and I love that. It's so nice to stitch, I have to say. This DMC is beautiful. The colors are rich and beautiful. And I'm parking down here. Let me see. Yes. Steadily forward. Nikki says, do we need to smuggle bone needles now? Yes, I'm afraid so. Yes, might as well. If you're going to smuggle one thing, just throw another thing in. You know, it's the same charge when it comes to crime. Chiro Marchetti. Heather says, I'm in Canada. Yes. Brandy says, regarding restarting the Wednesday piece, quoting room, she says, it's not very comfortable to stitch. I usually do top left. Where did you start? Did you go from bottom left or other corners? But you know, let me bring up this piece again, Amy Stewart. And I would like to draw your attention to the bottom left. It's so beautiful. I'm almost thinking that bottom left start will be an option. I've never started from the bottom before. But look at those flowers, just details, just by the bottom left corner there. It's just breathtaking. What say you? What say you? Jan Doe says, I've never done a piece in 10. Is 2 strands on 25 counts enough? I think so. I think a lot of people do 2/1, 10 stitches, even on, 22. Yes, I'm doing dry flowers with just 10 stitches, 2/1 is perfectly fine. It's a slightly different effect with Kim's piece. But this one, I just want that richness. And so I do full cross here just to see what happens. And I love it. Yes, 2/1, 25 counts, totally. It looks identical to 1/1 when you zoom out a little bit. I did that with Gecko Rouge, 25 counts, which I've been working on with full cross. And then, a few weeks ago, I just decided to switch to 10 stitches. You can't tell the difference, seriously. Let's see, let me do this one then. Here. 3011. 3011. I'm in a green zone. Let's have a look. I think this was maybe DMC. It's relatively easy to thread. But I always know if I pick up a John James one, because instantly, it's a little bit challenging when it comes to threading. Here we go. The great thing about having 2 strands is you can do loop stitch, everybody's favorite. And one down here. So I want to make sure that all the unstitched area, all the stitches at least have one side open, and preferably 2 sides unstitched, so there's open space there without being boxed in. I'm going to part down here. It's a lot of locking and unlocking if you switch colors a lot on Saga. Joy says, I think on Traveler's Library, starting from the bottom is like you center the rim and go deeper into it. Yes, but Joyce, there's another point I think controversial. How about a bed start? Because I'm really drawn to that bed and that beautiful vase with flowers on the window there. You know, that bed is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The bedspread, the pillows, the cushion, the bugs. You know, if I can actually find my way there on the fabric, I'm even thinking about bed start. Controversial, but it could be a new one to add to the textbook. What say you? Jane Doe says, I would love green zone. I'm in a white, oh dear. I'm in a white 600 stitches so far in 3865 and 3756. I presume they're white colors. I'm so ready for some colors. A bit of blue in the sky would be nice. It's so bad, even a little bit blue in the sky would be nice, because blue in the sky can be challenging as well. Ask Steve. But oh my, but you can, I don't know what your the general color scheme is. What I normally do is like I dip in and out of the areas so I don't go crazy. You know, it's like this cushion area is beautiful, but it's more confetti, and these areas, you know, a little bit more friendly, so I just go in and out. So I try to find methods that allows me to do that without breaking anything. Tracy Dumas is here in the chat. Belated hello. Oh, not never too late for a great party. Tracy, she says, just got home from brunch and have a nice 5-mile walk. Wonderful brunch and walk. That is beautiful. That's a great way to start or end a Sunday. No, even better. The best way to end your Sunday is to hang out with us. How's that? You've done all the right thing. Well done, Tracy. Oh, Ebony. Ebony is not afraid of beds. She says, I was thinking about a bed start too. Okay, but Ebony, just to remind you, the bed has 4 legs. Okay, just saying, just saying. Oh, so Ebony's breaking her 4-leg rule. See what's happening to her? Yes, Tracy, you come to the right place. And I'm going to put this below. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Oh, this might be the beginning of the bird. The little green bird on the left there. Four legs, Ebony. Just a warning there. Jane Doe says, I can't do that. I'm a strictly top left starter, but I'm using your min to max. Oh, you've got the terminology wrong. The 2 is number 2, one word. Okay, that's official on our test book, on our Wikipedia, Yogipedia. Min to max, coined by our Nikki, approved by our Joyce. It's official. Yes. But a diagonal with parking. Okay, so you do minimum to max, diagonal in strips. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. If you're happy with upper left, let's review the situation here. Upper left is bookshelf and the roof. Maybe it's not too bad, but it's going to be a lot of brown. Depends on the size you're doing. You're gonna be in the bookshelf area for a little while. Happily says, look closer. The bed does not have the legs. I bet they do from the inside. Okay, I bet I have legs. They're hidden. They're hidden. Yes, all color lingo correctly, Jan. Yes, min to max, min to max. Tracy says Ebony is a camper, right? Technicality, details. A bed is a bed. Beds have legs, okay? Oh, suddenly this is a yellow situation. Interesting color blend here. 3820. 3820. I love the way Heaven and Earth is charted because it's the color selection is not always predictable. Even though I'm in a kind of green bird area, occasionally they will mix in kind of, colors you don't think they would necessarily kind of blend in, but it works. Now I have another floss up situation coming up. 3820. I don't have it on my master set here. It's a yellow, kind of mustard yellow-ish. Let's see if I've got it on my spare set here. $38.20. I might have it. 3/8. Do I have 3/8/20? 3/6. There's a lot of 3/8 going on here. Lucky dip. 3/8/20, yes, right here. Instantly, I found it. Oh, I'm doing well today. Tonight is my night. And I'm going to put this bit on my master set. Very nice, very nice. This is my lucky nights. Adria, hello, welcome. She says, I made it. Unfortunately, not able to stitch right now. Listening, doing chores. That's just as well. Just as well. We'll keep you company with your chore. You know, as you perform these tasks that we all have to do from time to time. And just listen to us. We'll keep you company. So let me get this beautiful color ready. Look at this, so rich. There we go. So on my desk that I'm stitching with, stitching on, I have a marker marked for the kind of the length I like most with a black marker. So I just use that as a guide to measure my threads. 3/820. So I don't normally, nowadays I have the master set. I don't really kit up anything because I just expect majority of the colors will be on my set. And then I just top it up as I go. Because some colors on the piece, you probably don't come across maybe for months or even years. So there's no sort of urgent need to kit up everything. So it makes things a lot easier, but it's also dangerous because you can start a new project very easily. You know, you don't have to go, oh, I have to kit up, so therefore maybe I don't do it. No. I've got everything ready other than the fabric. Fabric is the only thing that would slow me down from starting new projects. Ooh, very scary. Very scary. Oh, ebony. It doesn't count if I can't see them. What about if there's a hidden kitty in the pattern, you know? Inside the cupboard. Maybe they're there in your existing project. You just don't know. Maybe there are cats everywhere on the outside. Inside the cupboard. You never know. Oh, did I just do a half stitch? Full cross. Full cross, Yogi. Focus. Autopilot to 10 stitches. No, that one is a park. There. Oh, just a beautiful little yellow stitch there. Where shall I go? Let me go over here. I'm going to do this part thread first then. Why not? Get it out of the way. What? Rachel says that yellow is not 3A12. 3A12 is tail. What? Hang on. Let me check. Oh my God. 3A20. Oh my goodness. 3A20. Have I done it again? 3A20. Oh no, it's not. This is 3820. It says 3820. Is it not correct? It is yellow. It is. No. 3820. 3820. This is 3820. Oh, Rachel, you scare me right there. Betty. Oh, not Rachel. Rachel is fine. Betty, you scare me right there. Is that correct? And on the swatch, it is yellow, though. It is yellow. Yes, 3820, 3820. Whoo! Turn off the alarm. Yes, all good, all good. Oh, for a moment, I thought disaster struck. Well, Tracy, camper beds aren't ever on lakes. No, they're lakes. They're just really fat lakes. You know, they're still lakes. How do they stand on their own without legs? Technicality, they're lakes. They're just really fat, okay? We're good. We're good. Back on track. Phew. Yes, Suzanne says. What if you can't see the cat legs? So legless cats, are they okay for you, Ebony? Let me know. Ooh, I keep doing half stitches. Stop it, Yogi. Focus. Full stitch, full stitch. Full cross, full cross. Okay. It's about 5 stitches here. I can just go ahead and do it and end the thread there. Focus, focus. One more here, and I'm going to end this thread and do a tuck in. Oops. Just bring it over here, slightly far away. Lovely jubbly. So Ebony is saying, can I clarify that I'm not scared of legs? No, you're not scared of legs. You're okay with 2 legs, but 4 legs you have issues with. You're in denial, Ebony. I know, it's difficult. It's hard to face up to your own phobia, okay? You clearly have issues with 4 legs. Luckily, I have 2. And I hope most of our viewers have 2 as well. Otherwise, just run, okay? Just run. You are not safe amongst Ebony. Here we go, another greeny color. I love it. We're moving into the green zone. Yes, 733. Let's see if we have it. 733. Oh my God. So this pattern is using a lot of colors I don't have until now. 733, let's have a look. 733. Let me find 7. Nine. 7. Oh. So it's a yellowy green color. Seven, three. Let me see. Slightly greeny color. 7. Oh, it is. I do have 733. Right, chat? Am I correct? 733. It looks a little bit different, a little bit deeper than the swatch on the app, but then again, it's not supposed to be precise. 733. I've got it here. Very nice. So this one I've already tidied up previously. Because CXC, I would say the only drawback with CXC is you can't, well, I can't seem to pull the thread out cleanly, just like DMC. DMC, if you go to the bottom part of the scan, you find the end bits, right? And you just keep pulling. It doesn't work with CXC. It's just put together in a different way. So I literally have to kind of just loosen the entire bit and then reorganize it. If there's a better way, you let me know. 377. No, 733. Oh, numbers. I can't do numbers. 733. Suzanne says, this lump on my leg, my count is an extra half. Oh my God. Is 2.5 okay for you, Ebony? I don't know. 2.5 legs. Is Suzanne in the danger zone? Does she have to run and lock herself up? Betty says CXC you can pull from the top. Okay. Was that what you were meaning? I just got here, so can't catch it at all. Yes, I think you probably got it right, because for DMC, right, you go for the bottom bit. There are 2 bits of the paper wrap around like this, and I think CXC only has 1, right? Let me have a look. Yes, so CXC only has 1 in the middle. DMC's got 2 wrappers. And if you go to the bottom part of the DMC and find the end bit, you can literally just pull it out quite evenly. So you can just take a small piece out if you want to, and gradually. With CXC, I can't do that. If I pull the bottom bit or end thread from the bottom, it starts to tangle. And I haven't tried the top bit. You know, maybe I should try that. If you could do that, maybe just the opposite. It depends on how the floss, threads are being wrapped in a bundle. I can try that. So CXC, is a little bit trickier for me because literally I have to remove it from the wrapper in order to do anything with it. Brittany's here. Hello, darling. Ebony says Suzanne is safe. I'm not too sure, Suzanne. Maybe only come near Ebony when your thigh is recovered, because we don't want to risk losing you. Okay, we need you here. Betty says some CXC has 2 labels. Oh, right. So can you pull from the top rather than the bottom? I tried the bottom, it just it just mess everything up. There must be a way, Loop star, yay. And remember to do the second leg, okay? That would be very helpful, Yogi. Yes, Ebony, same here. I have to take everything out. That's why I have to keep them in sort of little bags there, because if you don't use up the whole thing on the organizer, you have to keep them away somehow. So that's why I end up with like tons of these little bags, which is not ideal, but it works. One, two. Oh, it's so pretty though. It's little beads. Maybe I'll do this one as well. Should be okay. And that one I'm going to park. I'm following the rules today. Following the rule following yogi today. Here we go. Joy says, I always get CXC with 2 labels. What's the difference? How do you get CXC with 2 labels? Why do I only have 1? How weird. Is that different batches or maybe made in different factories? So the ones with 2 labels is wrapped the same way as DMC. I actually got 2 full sets of CXC. Both of them come in with just single wrapper in the middle. Ebony says, I prefer 2 labels CXC, but I'm getting rid of CXC out of future projects. But how do you even pick which one? You don't get to pick, right? So it's a little bit random. And why are you getting rid of CXC? As far as I know, CXC has no legs. Legless CXC is being removed from Ebony's life. Very disturbing indeed. Oh, so she's using royal embroidery now. I've heard that come up a couple of times tonight or the last couple of days. Is it just a brand, is it? And why is it better than CXC? Tell me. I need to know. And Suzanne is a big fan of painting fairy flowers. Huh. So many things happening. Next one. Oh, another green. Yes. 358. 358. Let's see. Do we have it? 3-5. No. Oh, it's not 358. It's 16. Oh my goodness. Read the wrong color again. 16. Oh, okay. So 16 with CXC master set. I'm cheating with DMC because I don't have the first 150 numbers or 130, or 35, 0 to 35. I haven't got those from CXC. You have to get them separately. So I'm cheating with DMC. This is DMC, just a very small amount anyway. So there's only 358 stitches. So I'm not too bothered. Marlene, hello, welcome back. She says, hello everyone, happy Sunday indeed. And Ebony says, because you probably have 4 legs, Yogi. 2 labels is only for 2-legged people. I call that discrimination. Ebony, there's nothing wrong having 4 legs or any number of legs. As long as you could do yoga and walk. That's it. I have 4 legs and I'm proud. It's really bright, but you can feel the difference in fullness. That's astonishing. This is DMC. The size of the stitch is a little bit smaller. That's incredible. So I'm cheating with this color using CXC instead. And you can tell the difference of just the stitch size. And some people might prefer flatter stitches, you know. Maybe CXC is too full for them. That happens too. Ebony says Royal Embroidery is 100% cotton, just like DMC. And I find the colors are closer to DMC and also the texture, though it's not as silky. Oh, I actually think that's a good thing. Silky being the texture or the color, because I don't like glossy, shiny threads. Sometimes DMC can come across a little bit shiny for my liking, and that works for some projects, but not when you're trying to do something that's very earthy, you know. But how about the price then, Ebony? You're in the UK as well, so what is the full set of Royal is it embroidery cost, and where do you get it? Please share. I need pointers. And Marlene is asking Suzanne, who is our fabric expert in-house, is there a difference between Egyptian cotton versus eco cotton? Oh, there's so many, my head is spinning. One brand at a time. One brand at a time for my brain. Ebony says 4-leg yoga, down dog. Yeah, exactly. Ebony said, I don't know. But occasionally I walk on 2 hands, okay? It's called inversion. Yes, down dog has 4 legs. Oh, I bet you're scared, Ebony. Just watch me doing down dog, Ebony. That's a threat, okay? Ebony's scared. She doesn't want to show it. But she's afraid of my downward dog. Down dog. Downward facing dog. Now I know I have a weapon against Ebony. I'm so happy. 3A31. 3A31. Oh, I've got one threaded here, right here. It's a lovely pink. I'm going to do a pin start because I can't do a loop start with this leftover piece. Just a very quick pin. And then I'm going to just stitch over it as if it never happened. And I'm going to pop it down here. 2, 1, 2. Whoa. There. Okay. Okie dokie. Brittany says, I love shiny threads. Silk is my favorite. Oh, see, every stitcher is different. And Abby says, more expensive than CXC, but cheaper than DMC. That's doable. It's doable. Ebony says, I do yoga from time to time when I need to relax. Also meditation. Oh, Ebony's the zen zone right there, even though she's afraid of kitties, little cute kitties, and anything with 4 legs. But she practices yoga. Okay, you can come in on my good books for now. I'll let you stay for a little bit. I think CXC is nice. I mean, if you compare them side by side, you know, the same thread color, side by side, yeah, you can see the difference. But then again, I have examples, multiple examples of CXCs themselves, different batches. They look practically different colors. I actually took a picture just a couple of days ago. I'll post it on Facebook. They literally look like different colors. Same number from DMC, but look totally different. Here we go. Why don't I do this one? Let me see. No. Stitch in order, Yogi. So 3A63. 3A63. Here we go. 3 stitches. 3 stitches. Little loop star here. Let me cut this off. And if you haven't looked at our Facebook group, there's a lady. What's her name? I can't remember. She went through the trouble because yesterday we were talking about the differences between different sizes of heaven and earth designs, mini versus regular versus max, etc., and pros and cons of them, and what to choose for each design. And this lady actually went as far as buying, I think she did with the kitchen. We might have a look actually. She bought all versions of the old kitchen, of this mock-up here. Let me see. We did yesterday. Not that one, the kitchen. Oh, not yesterday, the day before this one. Yes, she bought all versions: mini, regular, regular max, super max, super max, max colors. If your head is spinning, it's not you. It's normal. And she did an comparison of the comparison of the mock-ups. And yes, there are clear difference. I didn't even notice, I couldn't see the facial expression of the ladies, the human figures on the plates on a kind of upper right there. And yeah, I suppose if you go super max size, you can definitely see more details. So it's a kind of preference really, because it doesn't mean you have to see the eyes to know there's a human figure there. So it really depends on how much detail you're striving for. So it's a kind of personal choice, but I really commend the spirit of research. And she kind of showed us the difference between the different versions. And when we have a moment later on, we can have a look. We can have a look. Maddie, hello. Maddie's budget corner is here. Hello, hello. Abini says, I'm going to stitch the kitchen too for my kitty Monday. It's a Monday already. Do you guys want a Saturday for my Chero Maketi? I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. Your bad influence, yogi. That's what we're here for, darling. You love it, okay? You don't like legs, but you love yogi. I know it. So, yeah, and have you seen that piece, the one Nikki did with in 32 counts? It's so pretty. It's so neat. I don't want to encourage her to go crazy with her extreme cross country, but that's so gorgeous. And she's gone very, very far. I don't know how many percentage, like a lot. Suzanne loved this one. I'm stitching, I presume. And Abini says, I'm up for a Monday Sao, but it doesn't have to be official. Oh, it's always official. If there's a Sao day, it's a Sao day, Busy Mom says, let's have another Sao. Is Monday good though? So we have Wednesday, okay, and 2 days later we have a Amy Saturday, and then there's a Sunday, right? There's the people can stitch whatever they want. And Monday sounds good actually. Why not? Why not? Because if a lot of people stitching Maketi's work, it would be nice to get together and just stitch his work and just appreciate the work of this amazing artist. That's the spirit. This one should be a park. There. Oh, the kitchen. Yes, I know. I love the kitchen as well. I love this one as well. Just look. I think all the old series, and I think I looked into the piece Joyce has got as well, the old toy shop. And I remember why I haven't got it. And for those of you who have been here for a little bit, probably know that I have, you know, while Ebony's afraid of legs, I'm afraid of eyes and faces. I don't want close up or any kind of masks or kind of dull faces, even though my Gecko Rouge has got a few. But that one, Joyce, you can confirm, that one is full of like toy masks, Punch and Judy style. And oh, now I know why I haven't got it. It may be triggering for me. So, oh, I'm going to switch from the green area to the orange area for a little bit. There's a little bit of orange, looks very exciting, very inviting too. So I'm going to see what I can get from here. And it's just one stitch. Oh my goodness. One stitch, and the next stitch is very far away. It's 922. 922. I do have it. What a relief. Yes, it's an orange. And it's threaded as well. What a bargain. Just one stitch here. Oh, Betty says Maketi Monday. Yay! We can make it official. How about tomorrow? We come back here. I'll pull out another Maketi piece. Why not? We can start tomorrow. That's it. Spontaneous. You know, your people don't have to report to my people. We just make it happen. Maketi Mondays. That sounds nice as well. Because the other two artists, we use first name, but Maketi Monday just sounds better rather than Chero Monday. You know, Chero who? Maketi, yes. It's got gravitas. Yeah, let's do it. And Andrea says, I bought the old kitchen too, and I'm getting this new one on payday. His new one on payday. Oh, the one with the little dog on the bench. That's very sweet too. I saw that. What are they doing to us? There's artists and heaven and earth. Oh, try hitting us continuously with these beautiful patterns. It doesn't stop. My goodness. I'm going to just do a cross and it should stay there. No particular starting method is required. Right, and the next one will be weight down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So I just pick a nearest stitch and part there in no particular, you know, rule. Ebony says that spreads out over the week nicely. Then we can fit our other projects on the other days. Yes, organizations. We have enough free days that people can stitch whatever they want. It's all worked out beautifully. At least the kitchen doesn't have a cat. Well, are you sure? Let's review. I'm determined to find at least one leg. from the cat. And this, oh, not that one. There you go. Are you sure there isn't a cat? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Ebony, Ebony, look to the, not quite bottom right, near the rolling pin, okay? And see what that is. There you go. There you go. Oh, Ebony. Okay, bye-bye, kitty. I think everything from the kitty downwards are going to be cut off now. I'll miss you, little cat. But I'll remember you. Carol. Yes. Oh my. It's like landmines. They're everywhere. There's little kitties. Albany is not safe. Heaven and earth is not safe for you. Exactly, Tracy. She missed it. See? So if she can miss like a little cat there, right there, she probably missed the legs from the bed as well. You know, but it just don't mention it to her. You know, what you can't see can't hurt, okay? So oh, poor Ebony. Carol who so exactly, Carol who? I know, busy mom. What is she like, hey? There's nowhere safe for Ebony. It's over. Just give in, okay? Stitch the cat, okay? Just live with it. You'll be fine. I mean, we'll pay for the therapy, okay? Oh, just when she says it's safe. No. Joy says, and Stuart Saturday. No, it doesn't sound right. It's Amy for us. It's Amy Saturday. Stuart just sounds so distant. It's Amy Sao. We know who she is. We're on a first name basis with Amy. Rachel, very good, very good. It's just a miniature of the tiger you stitched up, and exactly, exactly. It's just a smaller version of a tiger. There you go. That's your phobia gone right there. Boom. Ebony is magically cured from the fear of little kittens. Live here on Yogi Livestream. It all happened here. Ebony says, imagine I stitch all the way to the bottom and then see the cat. They're everywhere, Ebony. You're not safe. You know it. Maddie is asking, is it just cats you don't like, or is it dogs too? Anything with four legs. The other day, she says she's going to chop off the fox as well. In this beautiful piece, I ask you, just listen to her, okay? And you can let me bring this up. Oh, we have to review this situation here. This one. She's thinking about cutting off the fox as well. That's about 2/3 of the design gone. So she's going to complete the piece very quickly. At least 3 years ahead of everyone else. There you go. This is the current situation. You let me know what we should do about that. And I'm going to park it down here. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4. So Ebony explains, she's got bullet points, okay? So listen to this. I don't like animals really, only safari animals. The worst are cats, number 1 in ranking, okay? 2 birds, 3 dogs. There you go. That's I'll let you be the judge of that. What kind of, steps and procedures it needs to be performed on Ebony? I don't know. I don't know what to do. And Sarah VM says, recharge the cat out of Ebony, or just replace it with one of the Pokemons. Travis has been stitching. Just grab one and stick it on there. No one will notice the difference. 4, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4. Yes, I do have it. And I think I might just end this right here. I'm not going to park. Ebony, you're absolutely correct. She says the fox is getting cut. I'm getting banished from Yogi Stream soon. No more Maketi days for you, okay? You decide, Ebony. Proceed with caution. Well, Betty, the problem is fox and cats. They both have 4 legs and they're about the same size. Well, some cats are bigger than others. So there you go. And Susan says if she cuts up the fox, the table leg is gone. Table legs. Everything's gone. 2/3 of the design is gone. Oh yeah, that's true. Pretty much. There will be a floating table there with about 2/3 of the settee there. And the stove is gone too. Oh, it's all over for Ebony. No legs are safe. Exactly. Ah, we need to find treatment for ebony here. There, I'm going to do the part thread first. I mean, so far so good. I do have to stop and lock and unlock the chart and flick that button on the top. But, you know, it's not too annoying so far. I'll see how it goes. Here we go. Yeah, Susan. So, Ebony's gonna end up with a picture of the bed. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's a bed piece for Ebony. Forget about books, you know, there's no library. And whether it's traveling or not, no idea, because just floating bed there. Yes, no legs. And why don't we have a look at the lovely lady did for us on the Facebook group. So any of you been wondering how you choose your design, whether there are fundamental differences of the different, you know, size heaven and earth design. So this is purely for heaven and earth design. Then we can kind of, you know, gauge what format to go for. So let me bring up the magic browser for us. The technology is here. It's happening. Let me bring it to our view. There. It's quite remarkable because people don't tend to buy everything, right? All formats of a design. So it's quite a precious opportunity to see what's happening here. So oh, we have to give her credit, don't we? It's Vega Stitcher. Round of applause for Vega Stitcher for the experiment, for the research. So what she did was she bought all formats of, well, at least regular. I don't know about color differences, but at least sizes you can see. Okay, so she bought mini, regular size max colors, and finally super size max colors. Right, so there isn't, I presume there is no super size regular. So she went for the super max size. So this one is mini. That's what I'm stitching on. And I think Joyce as well, and a few others. And it looks pretty, but you can see some fuzziness of the, I can bring your attention toward the 3 plates on the shelf there. So it will be a, you know, really good way to gauge the details. So with mini, yeah, they look fine, they look pretty, but you can't see the facial expression or how many eyes they have, which is great for me. I don't do eyes. Ebony doesn't do legs, I don't do eyes, you know. Let's call the whole thing off. And the next, regular. So I just flip back quickly, okay? If you blink, you can't see it. Here, mini. Instantly, regular, you can see the eyes. Can you see that? But the other item seems to be okay. Yes, a little bit more details of sharper. So this is regular, already is looking really good. Ebony, the cat, is a lot more obvious, okay? And it's probably bad news for Ebony, but don't tell her. Next one, regular max colors. Okay, I'm gonna flip back. You can see the difference. Focus on those three plates, the facial expressions there. Flip back. And fours with max colors, regular size, sharper. Everything is slightly sharper. This is like going from, 720 DPI to HD. Before no one's complaining about 720, and suddenly when you have HD, everything 720 looks blurry. And same thing with 4K. HD, 4K, until you compare, you don't know. But we're streaming in 4K, okay, super sharp. So now next one, supersize. Okay, watch this. Look, you can see the face firmly with 2 eyes, not 3. Okay, and you can see the beard. Let me flick back to regular max color. You can see the beard of the gentleman on the right there a lot more. You can see his eyebrows, basically, probably. Yes, there you go. It's super sharp. It's almost photographic. You know what I mean? Almost like a illustration rather than a stitch piece. I presume this is generated with Pattern Keeper. It's built up with real stitches. So this is not a sort of just a nice picture of the artwork. Yeah, it no doubt. Supersize max colors, absolutely. But one thing I do have to point out, the real estate of the piece will be much bigger. So in a way, in order to appreciate max, supersize max color at this sharpness, you literally have to step back. You know what I mean? Because physically, this piece is going to be so much bigger than the regular size, for sure. So it's all about how far away you're looking at the piece versus the actual size of the piece. Because if you look closer with the max super size, you probably can see slight fuzziness, even though there's a lot more details. So it's all about, the trick of the eyes. You have to step back enough, otherwise you see the pixels. So there, it's really interesting. I don't think if it's done that regularly, because no one will be as thorough as Vegas Stitcher here, of going as far as buying all versions. And this is not, they're not doing sale at the moment. So yes, truly appreciate it. Vegas, thank you for your sacrifice and doing this for us. So there you go. Hopefully, if you want to look carefully of those pictures, you can go to our Facebook group there. It's right there for you. Yes, round of applause for Vegas Stitcher. And hopefully she can join us at some point. I don't know where her time zone is. She in Vegas? I have no idea. And Joy says, I've got the regular. Okay, Joyce, you've got the regular. Okay, I've got a mini. AJ says, great comparison. I try to always get the supersized max color. I love the more detailed image. Yes, it's a very personal choice. And depends on the design as well. If there are a lot of super detailed stuff, then yeah, bigger, finer, the better. Just more stitches. So it's a balance in between, I haven't done any supersize so far. Not saying that I never would, but I'm happy with max color regular at this point. Susan says, just place the cat with a love. I think that boat has sailed, Ebony. She will have to face up to her fear with this piece. Confront the kitten, okay? I'd like to be there to see it, Ebony. Look at how big the cat is. You're making it worse for Ebony, Grace. That was very nice. There. Let me start from the parts right here. But it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. There's so much going on there. So I'm in the orange zone. It must be tricky to frame something like supersize. It's a lot. Well, it depends on the stitch count, but even 25, I've seen finished pieces of supersize on YouTube, and it's huge. How do you frame it and find a wall space for it? Very tricky. That's presuming that you finish the piece. Very optimistic. I probably don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about it anytime soon. Park it down here. Oh, actually, why don't I take it over to the left? A few more stitches of this color. One, two, three. Oh, Susan says, part threads give me anxiety, really? I find it so relaxing. I love running my hands through the part threads. But you probably notice I switch methods, depends on the project. Even within the same project, I switch methods as well, just keep things fresh. But there are days I just craving for just a nice parking method and just stitch, one by one like this. It's very, very relaxing. And the likelihood of stitching the wrong location, not saying it won't happen, but maybe a little bit less likely because you're stitching, in a very close area. I'm gonna do this one and end this thread here. It's getting a little bit short. I just love the fullness of these stitches. Very grounding. There. Beautiful. Ebony says, bedtime for me. Yeah, she's in the UK, same time as me. And I'm going to have nightmares about cats on kitchen cupboards. Oh, yes, on that note, we're sending you off to a sweet dream with full of kittens on the beds, on the cupboards, everywhere. Night night, Ebony. Sweet dreams. Adria says, supersize usually cost me $500 at the framers. Oh, I bet. And I have a lot of wall space I can change with my tapestries. Wow, does that mean, Adria, you actually have finished supersized pieces? That is tremendous. You're a rare breed, particularly in this chat. No, that's not true. Quite a lot of viewers here have finished pieces, maybe just not that large. Not everybody is a supersizer, you see. So, but that's amazing. Yes, you need a big frame and a big wall space. Patricia is here. Oh, Australia is waking up. Hi, Patricia. Susan is saying no to supersize. I get it. Everybody's different. Yeah, for me, just the real estate of the supersize just seems so vast. Yes. Maybe one day there will be one pattern that I'm going, it has to be supersized or nothing. That day might come. Who knows? Adria, oh my goodness. Adria says I finished 4 supersized before I ended up with 165 projects. So Adria's managed to finish 4 supersized Haid plus working with 165 projects. Okay, you belong to our alien club. Go right in. I'll close the door. Well, I'll come to visit you from time to time. I'll bring oranges. Otherwise, you stay in there, Adria. That is tremendous. Oh, our members in our alien club is increasing. One stitch here. Let me see if there's any more at the bottom. Yes. I'm going to part below here to the next block. 1, 2, 3. There. Oh, Susan say no to part threads. Have you tried? When was the last time you tried? Yeah, I get it. I think just there's so many things. It's kind of, a clear yes or no to a lot of stitches. Parking is one of them. And also 10 stitches or 4 stitches, I do them all, but some would firmly say no to 10 stitches. And also when it comes to sizes, some people say firmly no to max colors or super sizes, There's so many variations of stitches. And some say no cats and no legs, There you go. Joy says, I love stitching on my projects, but most of them I wouldn't want to have on my walls. That's really interesting. I'm kind of slightly in the same camp. Not that there's anything wrong with the stitch piece, because they're so big. And I don't really have that many things on my walls. I have a couple of pictures. I don't even have photos. I don't like having human faces in the house. So I don't have photos, holiday photos or family photos. I don't have those. So I like a clean wall with I have a couple of pictures I like, and that's it. Keep everything very simple. I doubt if I'll frame my own work. I don't know if that day ever come. Not anytime soon, so I don't need to worry about it till later. Much later, if ever. 902. I'm extending this orange area. I just enjoy stitching. I enjoy looking at it while I'm stitching. I don't know what will happen if I finish any of them. No idea. Let me take a sip of my tea. There you go. Sarah VM says, I can't 10 stitch. I bet you can. You just, maybe it just doesn't make sense in the head because we're doing cross stitch, right? The full cross. I get it. Exactly, Susan. No table legs either. Any kind of legs. Grace says, I don't plan on framing my. I'm doing just for the total love enjoyment. Yeah, I think I'm in that camp as well. I'm not thinking about framing or anything. I'm just focusing on one stitch at a time. Just enjoy the experience. And it's such a feast for the eyes as well. Every single piece is different. And you're looking at the design so closely. It's really, really intimate. Really intimate. And we were talking about this the other day on the stream, that some people actually get stitch pieces getting passed down from their parents, from mom or dad or grandparents. They stitch. And I'm just thinking it's such a personal piece because every single stitch, every fiber of those threads have been touched by the loved ones. It's very, very personal. It's even more personal than a picture of them, right? Because they've touched every part of that piece. And I think it's a beautiful thing to pass on or receive. Adria says, our house is not insulated. The tapestries and cross-stitch help the insulation. Oh, how interesting. So it's like a wall carpet, wall kind of, thingy they put to keep the heat in. Very interesting. Yes, supersize works. It's literally like a rug. And if you're doing Kamari style, the rug is even thicker. And Adria says, it takes me 3.5 years to do a supersize max color. If that's pretty much all that I work on single piece, that's still very, very fast though. Even if you're single-minded with a project, 3.5 years for max size. Literally, do you know how many stitches you put in? I know you're already in Alien Club, but just shock us even more. How do you know your average, if you have one? Average size. What average number of stitches? Here we go. I am going to go for this one. Moving back and forth between different color zones. And then 2 down and park. Okay. So I can sense there's a little bit of confetti, more color changes in this area, which is expected because it's transitioned into a beautiful bird. I hope Ebony is okay with birds. It's on her list, though. Poor birdie. Not a light color. 3822. Let me see if I have it. Yes, I do. 3822. Joy says, I think my 2 projects I've stitched for my grandchildren will be appreciated more after I have passed away. Oh, that's another 100 years, Joyce. Until then, they're just war filling. I'm sure they appreciate it, but they're probably too young to know what it is if they're newborn. I don't know the other grandchildren, their ages, but yeah, sometimes they just, when you go to like grandmom's house, sometimes you see sort of wall decorations or stuff on the shelves you don't appreciate at the time, but when you look back, you remember certain pieces. I remember my grandparents' houses, I can recall there's certain things, maybe, their favorite things on the shelves. But you don't need to worry about that. There's another 100 years. So Adria says, I can usually do 150 to 200 stitches an hour. An hour? An hour? I need to repeat so it kind of makes sense in my head. Depends on the confetti, yes. But a lot of those supersized pieces were stitched while I was in hospital. Wow. That's a nice kind of distraction, isn't it? Very therapeutic as well, doing something you love when you're in hospital. And wow. But that's pretty fast, right? So if you stitch like 3.5 hours a day, you're gonna reach about 600. That's pretty high for my book. 3.5 hours, my average is about 200, okay? But to get through a single piece, for that period of time requires a lot of, I don't know. You have to really, really love the piece in order to do that. And also a lot of focus as well. For me, I love every single piece, but I just need changes. That's it. I know how my brain works, so I try not to fight it. Nikki says, mine will probably be at a Goodwill one, the bargain shop store. Do you think people buy stitched pieces from others? I don't know. Because it's so personal, I probably would be slightly scared unless it's kind of a, antique piece of cross-stitch, pieces I can imagine. But even then, you're just thinking about who actually stitched this and the person's fingers running through the piece all along with the fingerprints and everything else, DNA. It's very, very personal though. It's like some people, they knit as profession, don't they? And they knit handmade sweaters, jumpers, and sell them. I always find like that feels a little bit weird because it's a little bit it's very personal. It's very personal. Oh, Joyce, she says, no, I mean appreciated by my son. Is he not appreciating already? If not, I can have a word with him. Just to show him these streams and how hard you work, you know, being dragged through these daily streams every day to work so hard. I'm trying to keep, you know, Joyce working hard so she can finish more pieces. And Joyce says, I'm not worried about that. I stitch them because I want to pass something on to the next generation. Oh, wow. It's lovely though. It's lovely though. Because as you stitch, the people receive your pieces might not know this, but you have woven in your thoughts, your memories, your life into the piece. And I bet that energy is being embedded on the piece as you know, as they receive the end product. It's a beautiful thing. Seven two nine. It's a light, kind of brownish color. Suzanne says, I bought things that are hand woven from second-hand stores. Oh, I get slightly spooked by that. Having said that, when I was an art student, it wasn't uncommon for us to go to like a second-hand stores in Camden Town or places like that. And I remember I've got a few jackets from second-hand store. They're really cool. They're kind of retro, maybe made in, I don't know, 70s or 60s even. I don't know how old they were. I don't mind the outerwear, like a jacket. Whether I would do that now, I don't know. But at that time, you know, they were really cool and really cheap as well. But I wouldn't buy anything like shoes, secondhand shoes, no. Or anything that's close to the body, you know, like a top, I wouldn't. But jackets, I can, you know, about kind of okay with it. It just feels very personal. Andrea says, I have bought stitched pieces from thrift stores. Interesting. Susan says, I'm certainly doing more cross-stitching since discovering your channel and just using your method of rotation. It's nice, isn't it? To change. I think some people might feel like they have to be almost loyal to a single piece. But why? Why do you need to do that? It's not a relationship. It's food. I equate these pieces to daily menu, right? You have different flavors to fit your mood. So everything's fresh. No one wants to eat the same thing every day. Absolutely. Suzanne says weaving was really popular here. So some of the really nice hand towels you can buy handmade from a second-hand store. Oh. Is it done with some sort of machine? Sort of weaving machine, or is it like a hand operation? I have no idea. I think if it's done with a machine, maybe it feels a little bit, you know, not as personal. I don't know. Two down here. Good. Mark my stitches here. I take a sip of my coffee as well. Some leftover cold coffee, so good. Ah, okay, with a loom. Suzanne says that might be okay. It's almost like done by a kind of a machine, a thing, a device. But hand woven stuff, I do feel that I think, you know, if you knit with your hands, there's a certain energy attached to the piece. At least I can sense it. So when I go to old clothes stores, you know, back in those days as a student, I can, well, I sometimes you can smell things and sometimes you can feel things. It's quite weird because, you know, we have energy and it's attached to whatever you touch, and particularly something so close and for such a long time, like clothing, like stitching. Definitely. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it. Here, let's have a look. It's like that movie. Is it Sixth Sense? I see things or something like that. I see. Can't remember the lines. This little child goes, I see things in the dark. 413, 413. I love movies like that. In a way, you have a big twist at the end. And the only problem with that is that you can't watch it again because you already know the twist. Well, you can, but it's less of a surprise. Oh, I see dead people. Yes. I don't see dead people, luckily. But I can feel the energy. And sometimes it feels uncomfortable. You know, you can feel like, ugh. I see dead people. Everybody knows the line. Yes. Andrea, Andrea says, I like to get wool sweaters from thrift store, unravel them. Oh, interesting. And knit them into winter hats for the homeless. Oh, how interesting. Why wouldn't you just use fresh yarns? How interesting. Oh, but those threads, the yarn has energy from the previous person. Andrea. Brittany says, yep, it's a Sixth Sense fabulous movie. I know, they don't make them like they used to. I don't remember any recent movies that I go, oh, that's really good. It hasn't happened for a while. I used to love movies a lot. I kind of lost faith in it all. A lot of remakes. Just stop doing remakes, guys. Come up with some fresh ideas. And you guys, have you seen Mulholland Drive? Oh, it's one of those movies kind of haunted me for years after that. Who's the director? The really famous one? Lynch, something Lynch. You know it. I know it. I just can't remember it. David Lynch, yes. That movie, for some strange reason, just haunted me for days afterwards. The guy says, if you do good, you see me once. You do bad, you see me again. Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing that. Oh, that line haunted me for a long time for some reason. Yes, Heather, I see dead people. Rachel Morton, hello, hello. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan's The Village is another movie like that. Big twist at the end. Who's in there? I'm not familiar with the title. M. Night, or is it Midnight? Shyamalan's The Village sounds scary. Very spooky. Anything with the village in the title, you know, nothing good is gonna happen. And Adria says it's cheaper to use shrift wool, but I also like to upcycle. Oh, that's a term. That's a new term. Upcycle. But you can just wear it. You can just wear the original piece. That's one way. But that's very original. I like it. Because some, you know, older pieces, maybe the yarn is really expensive to buy. Some of them are really nice, you know, material. And you can reuse it to make new things. I like it. I like the idea. Oh, Sarah VM says Andrea is putting good energy into the yarn. Yes, absolutely. It's like renewing. You know, maybe the old energy was maybe a bit heavy, maybe not so good, but now through Andrea's hands, it's all fresh and new again. Brittany knows the movie, loved The Village. Oh, so the name is The Village, is it? Oh, that sounds spooky already. I was so shocked at the ending. No spoiler, no spoiler. I will look it up. Also, Jacob's Ladder and Identity are great movies with wow twists. I love twists at the end. You just have your mouth open, your jaw dropped, and you go, "What has just happened here?" It's like that movie with Jack Nicholson, The Shining. That's another example. Big twist at the end. Susan says, "Were you doing bad things, Yogi?" Hush, hush, Susan. You know, the secret I'll carry with me till the end. And Adria says, I grew up with Great Depression. Grandparents use it up. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Yes. Yes, definitely. And that's a really, you know, creative way of using it. I never thought about it. Yes. And I bet every time you see a piece you want to buy, like an old piece, you're thinking in your head, thinking, oh, I'm going to turn it into this or that or the other, right? That's very exciting. Let me move it slightly down to fit the mood here. I'm going to do some moody burgundy here. Dun, dun, dun. Here, I'm going to pick this dark color here. Three, 3371. I already have a pass thread here. I know there's so many great movies. I like slightly spooky movies, but not like gory ones. I don't like the Chainsaw Massacre, that kind of, you know, it's just disgusting. But any psychological thrillers, oh, I dig it. Let me make a cross properly. Missed the corner there. And I think psychological thrillers, you have to be so a lot more clever with the plots. You know, it's just not you're not just have a killer out there just go and kill random people. That's no fun. Let me see where I'm going here. Maybe I go to the left. Yes. Follow the edges. Andrea says we also buy 100 cotton shirts to make quilts. Oh, cheaper than buying new fabric, and it prevents from going to landfill. Is that what happens to them? Sort of unsold cotton shirts. Rachel Morton says The Others, another movie with big twist. The Others. Whoa, I need to look it up. I'm not up to date with the cinema. And it's spooky movie, has Nicole Kidman in it. She's been in some quite a few spooky movies. I remember, so kind of psychological thrillers, not necessarily sort of paranormal. Oh yes, I'll look it up. The Others sounds scary already. Thank you for the suggestion. Brittany says, I love spooky movies. I really like gory ones too. But I'm strange. Yes, you are. I don't have the stomach for it. Anything with blood, I run away. Oh, Brittany, better you than me. Betty Lou Taylor says, spooky bingo. I'm stitching. Oh, right now. 3371, no way. Oh my goodness, Betty. Yes, bingo for Betty. Yes, round of applause. The first one tonight. We haven't had spooky bingos for a few nights now, as far as I know. Round of applause for Betty. Brittany says, yes, Rachel. The Others is right up there too. Oh, I have to look it up. What? Joyce says, no way, my next color is also 3371. My God, we're talking about spooky movies and weird energies, and now we have two spooky bingo happens at the same time, guys. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Merlin says, I can't watch scary movies. One time I threw an empty spaghetti bowl at my boyfriend. What has he got to do with it? Because of a jump scare. Out of all the food you could eat, you ate spaghetti with probably tomato sauce in there, and you threw it right against your poor boyfriend, who probably cooked the spaghetti as well. The cycle of karma going on there. Oh dear. Yes, double spooky bingo, Joy's spooky bingo. And we're not even at Halloween just yet. And talking about Halloween, suggest some pieces. We'll do a small piece for Halloween. That's how we roll. We celebrate every occasion. Whatever excuses we can start a new project, we do it, okay? No apologies. This is how we roll here. Add yoga. Oh, yogi live stream. Daily stitch with me. With spooky bingo happening from time to time. Oh, very scary. Susan says, I restarted Moon Knight on Grey Ada, having started it on Royal Blue. Oh, that's very startling kind of color. Royal Blue is very, very deep. Live is too short to stitch on a piece that you dislike. Absolutely. Totally agree. Never go to stitches on black again. Yeah, I think it hasn't really happened to me yet, but if I start a piece like just not, not feeling it, I'll stop it because time is precious. I want to stitch pieces I love. Absolutely. Absolutely. This one here. And Betty says, I just finished with my 3371. My goodness. And Joyce is saying, I'm going to save my spooky 3371 till tomorrow. I think it's bedtime for Joyce. Nalin say he didn't do anything. His only crime is sitting next to me. Oh, the fate of your boyfriend. Yes. They have to put up so much. My partner, poor thing. Yes. My condolences. Joyce 99. 99. And with a spooky bingo there, Joyce is off to bed. And Brittany says, I have a few spooky hates I could pop out at Halloween. Yes, pop it out for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of people have those festive, or yeah, if you can call it Halloween is festive, pieces out and then put it away afterwards, like Christmas ones, and then, you know, and do it once a year for an occasion. That's one way of doing it. But I think for ourselves, maybe something a bit smaller. So maybe some of us, not me, can finish it. And we get to enjoy the finished piece. You know, that's quite nice too. Sarah VM says, I just started a mermaid treasure max color. Is it from Hate, I presume? Wow. Regular size. One, two, three. One, two, three. Brittany says, I love Halloween. My house will look like the Adams family home. But at the same time, I'm done redecorating. I keep a Halloween wreath on my front door 24 hours 7. Well, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. Yes. And I think for days like those, you know, Christmas or Halloween is the build up to it, right? Once it's here, you kind of go, all right, then that's New Year next, or whatever's next. But it's that anticipation of the time. It's most fun. Andrea says, I have to go. I have to get ready for Monday. Absolutely. Thank you for your chat, your company. Night night. Bye bye to Andrea. Oh, Betty is doing the same piece as Sarah, the mermaid piece. Beautiful. I'm gonna end this piece here. Betty says a lot of people switch Halloween during October, or stitch Halloween during October, and then on the 13th of each month. Whoa! I had no idea. 13th of each month. They really like the spooky factor, isn't it? Wow, I didn't know that. Every 13th, so you have to remember, you have to put it on your calendar. A special 13. Wow. I enjoy that dark color there. And I'm going to go for 902. 902. It's a deep, deep burgundy color. Rachel says, I have Haunted House by Dana Gelsinger and Gobbler Farm Max Color. Wow. So many pieces I'm not familiar with. I think it really depends on the genre of the design that you're drawn to. I'm less drawn to kind of fantasy themes. You know, you probably notice I like rooms and spaces. I love stitching fabric and food. I love cupcakes. I love that. Suzanne says, I've got through all the threads now. It's ready to stitch. It's never too late, you know. When you're ready, you're ready. I'm going to park here. It feels so good stitching this piece. I love it. And I've got a little bit more of 3371 here. I might as well use it up. There's a part thread here. Wow, Suzanne has got a database for her threads. That's so organized. I try to be organized. I do have a very simple spreadsheet that I keep threads, not the ones I've got. That boat has sailed. It's too late to update. I don't think I'll have the patience to do that, but I try to list all the ones that I will need to top up in the near future. So I start to build up a list, and once it probably goes over to 25 colors, I'll place an order. I want to make sure that I never run out of floss or the colors. I'd rather having more than less. But I don't do sort of a big batch, you know, I just probably 1 or 2 scans per color and do a piecemeal. Jamie says, I need fabric for Christmas too. But CXC bag needs to thread card them. Yes, I think CXC is a little bit trickier to organize because they come in a bag and they all, well, apparently it starts from maybe lower number colors at the bottom upwards, but you know, once the bag is open, you know, anything goes. So the organization is a little bit trickier. Occasionally I'll, you know, get my act together and I put them in separate bags, you know, based on the number groupings. That's about it. I haven't figured out a better way of doing it without losing my mind. I've got 2 sets of CXC going on there. I do enjoy CXC. It just feels like the thread's kind of gliding through the fabric and I can feel it more than DMC for some reason. Cannot explain it. There. Right, guys, I think this would be my last stitch here. It's close to midnight here. And let me look at the chat. Oh, Suzanne's using Notions. Is Notions an app? I need to get it. She says, I use Notions to keep track of my floss and projects. So organized. Have you seen some of the templates people come up to track their projects? They literally have, you know, all the stats up there, the stats I didn't even know one needs for stitching. It's amazing how mine works with different stitchers, you know, in terms of what numbers are important. For me, sometimes I don't even look at stitch count. I just stitch and move on. So, but now I am going to let you guess how many stitches I made today. We play this game every day at the end of the stream, and the winner gets to share the buffet with me. Okay, the emoji delicious food buffet. So I'll let you gaze my progress here. So today I started pretty much at the tip of this orange area here and worked my way around this edge mostly. I haven't touched this area today, and create, you know, build up a little bit more sort of greenish yellow here and a little bit red here. So that's your hint. Okay, so you can come up with a number right here for today. Let's go. Yes, Susan Chamberlain 196, Nikki 145. Nikki was pretty precise yesterday. Jamie 201, thank you for your confidence. Grace 210. Rachel 157 stitches is my guess. And Busy Mom 115. Laura 210. Suzanne 180. Tracy Dumas 290. That's the highest today. And Betty is 234. You can trust Betty, she's clever. And oh, 2 Bettys, Betty Hankins and Betty Lou Taylor, 274. Brittany 215. Dawn King, some late submission here, 155. Marlene 285. Rose, where have you been, Rose? 195. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I've been mostly listening. Good, you've been watching. So you might be the one that wins the prize today. So let's find out. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Let me turn this off. And You guys keep an eye on the numbers because I can't count. So let me know who the winner is, who's the closest. Let's have a look here. Done. Look to the right. How many of you actually fallen off the chair right now? Raise your hands. The grand total of the stitches I have completed is, drum rolls, you can see it with your own eyes. I'm not lying, 85 stitches. Yay! Who's the winner? Who's the winner today? Oh dear. Yes. Thank you for your confidence. Busy mom has fallen off the chair. We'll wait for busy mom to get up. But I think it's tremendous achievement, don't you think? Don't you think I deserve a bit of an emoji buffet here? Go on, guys, give it to me. Anything involves pizza or anything like, you know, yummy items on your emoji, just throw it to me. So Nikki's won, has he? Let's have a look. Nikki 145. Well, basically go to the lowest number. That's the winner right there. Yes, Nikki might be the winner today. I'll give you a moment to get off your, get off from the floor and get to your emoji there. Yes, I see donuts, I see ice cream, and some yummy items, and cakes, of course, and pizza, chocolate. Ah, there you go. Nikki is the winner today again. Did you win yesterday, Nikki? I think it was you as well. My gosh, she's on the roll there. You can share some of my buffet there, okay? But leave some to me. So it's comfort eating now, 85 stitches, everyone. I ask you. Yes, I am lying when I say I'm a slow stitcher, okay? Demonstrated live here on live stream. There's no trickery of the camera. There's no slow speeding. It's real time. It's happening. Oh, thank you guys for the yummy dessert. I'm feeling a lot better already. I see watermelon. Oh, there's a healthy option there for a snack. And you can all dig into the buffet with me, your winners. But Nikki is the winner of the winners tonight. Yes, guys. Now, it's close to midnight in sleepy London town. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and it's good night from here. From London, with love in my heart. Nighty-night, everyone. Good night. Enjoy the buffet. You can have some. Yes, and trophy as well. Trophy. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our first Maketi Soul Day, okay? It's happening. It's real. It's from tomorrow. We're spontaneous. We don't care. Tomorrow, Maketi Soul. I'll see you there. Get your project ready there and meet me right here. Nighty-night, everyone. Night-night.